Hi, my name is Kristen Hankins. I am an executive leader with Usborne Books and More, and I want to welcome you to this Facebook party. I have stacks and stacks of books that I want to show you, so I'm going to go as fast as I can so I don't take up too much of your time. First, I will start with the books about technology because our kids are loving technology these days, and I don't know anything about it. I remember learning about how computers work, but it's been a long time, and I love the lift the flap format because it's fun even for me. For my younger kids, I can read the page as is and keep going. For my older kids, we can lift the flaps upon flaps upon flaps and learn even more. I think this will be a fun book to read with them that will also teach us at the same time about computers, how they work, how they were made, and more. Here is Coding for Beginners using Scratch. I know absolutely nothing about coding, but I know that it's something my son will be ready for very soon. He's a Minecraft fan. I think it would be great for him to learn more about information systems, coding, and writing programs. That's a great career field that people go in, and it could be a possibility for him. 101 Optical Illusions is another great book for kids of all ages. There's an optical illusion on every page. At the bottom, it tells you how to use it and what you might see. I think that's a lot of fun, even just to have out in your living room, because you never know who's going to end up picking it up. The Art Treasury is a super fun book. As a homeschool mom, I love using this book for our different art activities because each page tells about a famous painting and artist in time, and then you have a chance to recreate the painting. It tells you how, what supplies you'll need, and more about the technique used. Here's another painting and information about the artist, and another one you can recreate. I think that's a fun way to learn about these paintings, especially doing a hands-on activity that'll help solidify what you just learned. My favorite book to read to my kids is Billy the Goat's Big Breakfast. This is a great book about patience and sharing. Billy comes over to Nat's house. A loaf of bread is sitting out rising. My kids and I bake bread together all the time, so it was great to apply to something they're already very familiar with. Billy gets a little impatient, and he ends up with a really bad tummy ache, but his friends forgive them, and they have a great day. Who's ready to play in Lots of Questions? My 3-year-old loves this book. I love the animals. She is definitely going to grow up to be a zookeeper or a veterinarian. So this was perfect for her. Who's upside down? So sometimes you're going to be looking to see what happened, what changed from one page to the next. Maybe two people swapped places, or maybe someone changed colors. So it builds memory skills while also just having a fun activity to do together. Some of my favorite books, I want to show y'all these real quick. Nibbles is a book monster, and he eats his way through other people's stories. And actually, as you're reading, he goes literally into these other people's stories. Here he is in Goldilocks' story. He goes in Jack and the Beanstalk story and Little Red Riding Hood. And you're trying to chase him and catch him and get him back into his cage before he eats anyone else's story. I'm a Hungry Dinosaur and I'm a Dirty Dinosaur are lots of fun with their repetition. I'm a hungry dinosaur with a hungry time. I'll shake and stir and mix and beat and make a cake that's yum. Shake, shake, stir, stir, make a cake that's yum. The illustrator actually drew these pictures with real chocolate, and I'm a Dirty Dinosaur, she drew them with real mud. That is a fun fact to share when you're reading. B is for Bedtime is a sweet little story, and it really is perfect for bedtime. The gentle illustrations are nice for calming down. A is Awake, How I Feel After Dinner. B for the book with my dad, it's a winner. And each page has nice big illustrations on it. It's a super sweet story. Definitely love that one. My First Puppy and My First Kitten teach about getting a new pet, taking them to the vet, getting the right supplies, how you feed them, different types. And it's all in a storybook format, which makes it fun to read also. We have a new how-to series. We also have How to Bathe Your Little Dinosaur and How to Tuck in Your Sleeping Lion. I think these are great for kids who are fighting these issues. Maybe they're fighting bedtime regularly, or they don't want to eat, or maybe even they have a new sibling coming in and they don't really understand what kind of responsibility that's going to be. And it kind of helps teach them about being a big sibling and taking care of those responsibilities like they need to. That's Not My Pig is one of our greatest for sure. We have a huge variety of That's Not My books, and each page has an adjective that corresponds with the touchy-feely, so it's a good vocabulary builder. My youngest is 11 months old, almost, and she's already getting into these touchy-feelies. She is just loving touching books. She gets so disappointed when she opens a book that doesn't have a touchy-feely on it and she's rubbing it and she can't find anything to feel. It's so cute. My Wild Animal World and My Farm Animal World are these adorable little chunky board books. Inside there's a picture so the kids can match them up. And then inside the book, you learn the animal's name, what it eats, where it lives, the name of its baby, and what it says. And I think it's a great way to learn more about animals. They're cute little stories. My husband used to always read those to my kids. I think he liked how short they were, and that's fine. Muddle and Match. We have 6 of these now, and every page, when they are hooked up right, is alliterative. It's a fun read, a silly tongue twister. You can also mix them up to create some silly pictures and funny stories. Patrick the Plucky Plumber, Diagnosis, the Dancer's Damage, and Floods the Flames with Foam. So super silly, lots of fun. My oldest just turned 9 actually this weekend, and he loves to read these to his sisters, and he's learning new adjectives and building his vocabulary when he does as well. Fran the Fearless Firefighter cooks a casserole into chocolate cake to serve up scientific solutions. How fun is that? We have so much fun with those. We have many playbooks to offer. Animal Words and Farm Words are 2 of our newest ones, and Animal Words is my absolute favorite. I love these beautiful illustrations, and I love to use these as a seek and find with my toddler. I ask her to find them in the picture, or maybe we practice one-to-one correspondence as we count the different pictures that we see. So totally fun. Lots of touchy-feelies in there too. No flaps in that one. Pop-Up Garden is one of the most beautiful pop-up books I have ever seen in my entire life. And I'm not exaggerating at all. Look at how gorgeous this book is. We also have a Jungle Book, and we are getting a dinosaur pop-up book. So those are really cute. One of the best gifts you can give this year is a wind-up book or a busy book. These books come with a toy, so it's going to keep little hands busy while you read. And the truck or the car, the plane, whatever book you choose, will drive around the tracks while you read. The sentences are short and uses lots of prepositions, so it's a great vocabulary builder for kids. My kids absolutely love the bus because the pages come out and you can hook them together on the floor. Peek Inside Nighttime is another one of our beautifully illustrated books. I love the Peek Insides because they do fit my whole family. They are definitely below one of my kids' reading levels, but they'll all sit together and listen to me read. They are captivated by these beautiful illustrations. We have many Peek Insides to choose from. Nighttime is my favorite. I love the animals in it, and I just love these pictures. So definitely check out all the Peek Insides on the website. We have several writing books. We have adventure writing and a generic story writing book. Here's my first story writing book. Here is Write and Draw Your Own Comics and the creative writing book. My son does not write very often. He has a hard time thinking creatively on his own. So I love the prompts that they give. I love the way it teaches them about character building and creating dialogue and picking your setting and using different words. Some of the pages on the side have like a thesaurus to think of different words to use. The Usborne Book of Greek Myths. I gave this to my son last Christmas. He is all about Greek myths. He has been on a kick for a long time. I love that this is a good reading level for him, but it also has some fun illustrations to keep him entertained, and they don't go too crazy or too violent for him. The content is not too bad. They stick with the myths as they've been told, as far as I can tell, and it's just a really fun book for anyone into Greek myths, Greek mythology, Percy Jackson, anything like that. So if you've never seen our Shine a Light books and you need to know which one to start with, definitely start with our Human Body Shine a Light book. These books are so cool. You shine the flashlight behind every page and reveal something hiding. And my favorite thing about these books is that every page asks a question. And then when you shine the light behind the page, it works a lot better if it was darker in here. When you shine the light behind the page, it reveals the answer. So you are helping your kid build prediction skills. You're also teaching them lots of nonfiction facts, and it's so much fun in this story format with the addition of the flashlight and getting to use that at bedtime. Here's the Big Book of the Body. Our big books are really unique because of the giant flaps and giant fold out pages. Well, here's the muscle page. If you see, the text is all broken up in chunks throughout the page, so it's not too intimidating for any reader. I have 4 kids, and they can all just lay on their bellies and spread out and read the book together. Oh, this one goes this way. And there's a great page to teach about digestion. Kids love learning about poop, where their food goes, how it's digested. This is such a fun book. We have many big books also, so be sure to check out the others if you're interested. If your kids are interested in trucks, trains, rockets, anything like that. Here is one of our activity packs. I love the size of these. We are in the car a lot. We go on lots of road trips, and these are the perfect size for my kiddos to have in the car. And this little case is perfect for each kid to just carry their own activities. We have lots of fun books like sticker books. Here is a little sticker dolly dressing book. This is much smaller than our typical size sticker books. Here's one to compare it to. We have first sticker books where the stickers don't have to go in exact places. And then we have books like the dress-up books where you put their clothes on and it has to be a little bit more exact. I want to quickly show you our color by number books. They are lots of fun, even for older kids. As you can see, my son has had a blast with this one. And I think it's fun for adults too. And then the first color by numbers is easier because it's easier for the child to do alone without you having to read the directions and tell them which colors to use. We have big puzzle pads and big maze pads and other kinds of activity pads. These are fun. If you wanted to take something big to a restaurant, you could. These pages tear out easily. And then we also have smaller books with tear out pages that might be a little bit more convenient depending on where you're going. I think those are great for keeping kids entertained without having to stick a phone or tablet in their face. Now, finally, I was so excited to get this first reading library. It has 50 books in it. This is everything you need to get a new reader off to a great start. It starts with book number 1, Pirate Pack. There's a parent guide online that you can read. There's also a little information in the front of the book to tell how to use them. Basically, you will read the text on one page and your child reads the next. And as you can see, it starts out with easy words, short CVC words with phonetic spellings. So your child can easily sound out these words. Now, as they progress through the set, the books get harder, or they might have a longer part to read, or they might start reading more than you are. And then at the very end, they are reading independently. So this is a great series that's going to grow with your kids. If they're already reading, it still is great practice. And it's important to remember to take turns with them. That's what I love about how this series starts, because you will build their confidence and teach them a lot of new skills in learning to read when you take turns reading with them. I hope you liked everything that I had to show you. It's been fun, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Thanks.